is my garlic mushroom and leek penne pasta for dinner. Looks so yummy. Good evening everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Catherine Hampson here, and for today's video what I'm going to do is I'll be cooking dinner for my husband and I, and the name of the dish will be garlic mushroom and leek penne pasta. So let's start. So what I'm doing now, guys, is I'm boiling some water. So the garlic mushroom and leek penne pasta is a creamy based pasta, and we also use white wine. So this is good for vegetarian, and it's really very healthy for you as well. This dish was created by my husband when we had a coffee shop back in Cebu. So he's really good, and it tastes good as well. So I know how to cook it because whenever we don't have staff in the restaurant, I used to take over in the kitchen and also make the dish for our customers as well. Okay, so let's start and I'll show you the ingredients. So for our ingredients, what we have here is some mushroom, which is 120 grams of mushroom. We also have 14 grams of salted butter. We also have a standard Parmesan cheese, which is grated, and we also have another one for garnish later on. And this one, 2 teaspoons to mix when cooking. And then we also have 3 tablespoons of white wine. We also have 2 tablespoons of brine. So for the brine, this is where it came from, champignon pieces and stems. So for brine, this is the salted solution to preserve the mushroom, so it has taste in it. And we also need a 1/2 cup of cooking cream. Okay, and we also need garlic. You need to chop it or mince it, and fresh parsley. So I need to chop this as well, and also some rosemary, fresh rosemary. You also need to chop it. Okay, so we also have a penne pasta, which is San Remo. I need to cook it with the boiling water. When the boiling water is done, and this is the white wine that we use, Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand. And we're using this Bula cooking cream. Okay, and then the last ingredient would be the leeks. So this is what you call leeks, guys. It's very big, and it's kind of a sister of the spring onion, but this one has really a very strong taste. So this is really good. Once your boiling water is already ready, we need to put some salt. Put some salt so that your pasta won't stick. And then you need to cook your pasta in. Okay, so cook your pasta for at least 12 minutes. So for the pasta, you need to cook it for 12 minutes. But it's still up to you. If you want to cook it more, then that's fine. But for us, we normally cook it 12 to 15 minutes. So while the pasta is cooking, I'll be chopping my parsley. So easier to chop the herbs. You need to roll it, so it's easier. And make sure also that you wash it and dry it. You already can smell the smell of the fresh parsley. So for this fresh parsley, I just got it from the balcony because we planted it earlier this month. So chop it finely. Next is your rosemary. So for the rosemary, it will really add some flavor to your dish. And if you use rosemary, you need to make sure that you use the fresh one, because fresh one will really give it a very nice aroma to your pasta. So just chop it finely. That would really give lots of flavor to your pasta. Okay, so that's done. So for your leeks, you just need at least 120 grams as well. Okay. So you cut it at least 1 inch. Okay. So this one, I won't weigh it, but you just need at least 120 grams. So this is good for 2 orders. Next is your garlic. You need to use the garlic press. You can also do that here, or you can also put it straight to when you're cooking, but I use it here because it's easier for me. So when you use the garlic press, it's easier, and also the garlic can really be like minced really very finely, which is great. Because if you just use the knife to chop it, the tendency is it's kind of still a bit solid and not minced properly like this one. So you see. Okay. So let's start cooking. While I'm waiting for my pasta, I have a pan here and I will put the salted butter. So you just need to make sure, guys, that you keep stirring your pasta. Okay, so once the butter is all melted, you're ready to put your rosemary, chopped rosemary. And you can also use dried because sometimes it's really difficult to find a fresh rosemary around, especially in Philippines. You can replace it with a dried rosemary, but fresh rosemary is really better for this dish. Okay, then once the rosemary is in, you put the minced garlic. I can smell it. It smells good. My kitchen is quite small, guys, so that's why it's kind of a bit cramped here. So cook it for at least 2 minutes at least. So once your garlic is already brown, you may add your mushroom. Okay, so cook it for like at least 3 to 5 minutes. My mushroom now is caramelized. The next step would be I need to add some olive oil, which is just 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Okay, so olive oil, and then you need to add your leeks. Okay, so just cook it for at least 3 to 5 minutes, or until you can see the leeks will turn a brown color, or it's also caramelized color. pasta is already cooked now, so I'll just need to drain it. Okay, and then I'll just let it wait until my sauce is ready. Now the mushroom and the leek is already caramelized. What I'm going to do is I'll add some salt and pepper. So salt and pepper to taste. So it's still in your preferences if you want it to be a bit salty or just the normal one. Okay. So I'll add it now so that it could mix in. And later on, I will be adding more salt and pepper for my own taste preferences. I'm going to put the white wine, okay? So make sure that it's really hot so that the white wine will evaporate. That's good. So let the wine evaporate. So once the liquid is already gone, then we could add the rest of the ingredients later on. I will add the cooking cream. Make sure you make the look like this. Take out everything because that's the part of your measurement. So when you're cooking, it's very important that your measurement is correct. So what I'm cooking tonight is good for 2. So if you just wanna make it for good for 1, you can just divide all the ingredients into 1. Okay, and then now you will add the brine, which is 2 tablespoons of brine, just to add some flavor with your pasta. What's that, love? So it adds some liquid as well. And now it's time to add your cheese. So that's a 2 teaspoons of cheese, standard Parmesan, and your flat parsley. So let me try it before I add some more salt and pepper. Okay, so it needs more salt and pepper. So the cheese that I use is a grana padano cheese. Sauce is ready, and now I'll add my pasta. Okay, so make sure that it's off the heat so that your cream will not turn into like very sticky. That's my garlic mushroom and penne pasta. So this is good for vegetarian meal. Okay, so time to plate it up. I just need some sprinkle of standard cheese or grana padano cheese. Time for our dinner, and till our next video. Bye.
Buon appetito.
Bye bye.